Why buy just one property at a time when you can buy 7 in one transaction? That's exactly what we did. This is one of the houses in a 7 property portfolio. One of my goals was to do 5 to 10 flips this year outside of my normal commercial multifamily rental property investing. And this is what we call luck, or what I would call blessed, was when preparation meets opportunity, and then it becomes a beautiful marriage. So from one seller, we bought 6 houses in one duplex. The original plan was to do the BRRRR cash out refinance, but the exit strategy has since changed. We'll break that down and how we bought this portfolio here now. So we decided not to do the BRRRR strategy, which is my bread and butter, rinse and repeat, which would have been to just renovate these properties, increase the rent to market value, and then get a new loan to cash out our hard money lender and our private investors. Now, the truth is, the rental game is a slow money game, and sometimes you have months and months of low cash flow because of heavy maintenance costs or repairs or move outs or what have you, especially as we're growing pretty rapidly. We bought a 17 unit last year, and we're just trying to fill that thing so we can move towards refinance. So this property portfolio, the 7 properties, came at a beautiful time. While we intended to close and do the BRRRR strategy, we wanted to get some active income into the business, and that is something that is absolutely essential in a rental portfolio, depending on your strategy, just to keep heavy cash in the business so that you can, one, keep stress off of you, because when you are cash poor, you make poor decisions, but also so you can take the decisive action. You can go and say, hey, no problem, we can take care of this issue, and it's not going to affect this over here. It's not going to affect my home life, and everything else can flow as it needs to. And that's exactly what we're planning to do with this portfolio. We're not going to sell all 7 properties. There are 2 of them that we're just going to keep because they work better as rentals than they do flips. But the property that we're in right now is a great candidate for a flip property. So we bought the entire portfolio for $480,000. If we break that down by 7 properties, that's about $68,000 per property. This one in particular, we're probably going to put about $20,000 into it, which puts us right at the 70% rule when it comes to doing a flip. We'll walk away with $20,000+. I always estimate that number lower to be conservative. That way, when I get to the closing table, it's like, oh wow, maybe we made a little more money than we anticipated making. But there are multiple ways to skin this cat. We could have taken the whole portfolio because we got it for such a great price, and we could have just sold it to another investor for maybe $100,000 more than what we paid for it. Still enough meat on the bones for somebody else to come in and make some cash, and we can just walk away without having to do a ton of renovations. Or we can BRRRR out the entire portfolio, like I said my original plan was, or we can piece it out, which is obviously what we're choosing to do. And we can lean some of the heavier equity properties to some of the lower equity properties. What I've just done is $68,000 down the pipe, split them all evenly. Some will make more, some will make less, and it'll just all even out. That way I don't have to do as much math on the back end. The fewer decisions that I have to make during these property renovations, the better. Because if you're in real estate now, or I'll just inform you, is there's tons of decisions to make. What renovations are being done? What properties are being worked on? Who needs paid? What bills need to be paid? What finishes are we going to go with? What issues and delays are we having on the contracting side, on the material side, getting our orders right, things that showed up, that didn't show up, that we did order? I could go on and on for days about that. So as a savvy operator, what I want to convey is we've got to limit our decision fatigue, because it really is a thing. When I get home and my wife is like, dude, what do you want to eat for dinner? I'm like, please decide. Please decide something so I don't have to think about it. I am incredibly grateful that my wife makes us dinner. However, I don't want to always have to decide. Because the day is just filled with so many stinking decisions. We want to protect our work life and we want to protect our beautiful home life. We want to come home energized. We want to come home ready to be present and intentional. And this business is supposed to provide us freedom. How many free people do we know that are aggravated, irritable, frustrated, angry, whatever the case may be, because we don't take the time to sharpen and refine a lot of the things? Just don't worry about it. If as long as the numbers are going to work out, that's my mentality. Let's just keep pushing. We're going to make some cash on the back end and just keep it rolling. In a separate video, I'll break down the specific numbers with the purchase price, all the renovation capital, how we raise the capital, and what all the numbers are going to go into that side of the house. But all in all, we should get close to $200,000 in net proceeds after all the properties are sold, not including the ones that we're going to keep as rentals. That money is going to give us the ability to replenish some of our reserves and just give us that peace of mind that I was talking about earlier in the business. I posted another video last week that I'm linking right here, which talks about one of the mindsets and action skills that savvy and successful real estate investors employ in order to weather any storm. Because lots of real estate investors come into the game, but not very many last. They're a flash in the pan. And I boil that down to they don't understand some of the key mindsets and the key actions that we should be working on to stay successful for the long term when it comes to real estate. And one of those things, I'll give you a spoiler, is access to capital. Whether it's capital that is sitting in your own bank account, in a business reserve bank account for each of your properties, or having capital partners that you can reach out to on the hard money side, on the private money side, in order to get cash influxes into the business in order to continue riding out whatever storm you are in, or just have the ability to continue to acquire where it makes sense to acquire. And I can tell you there's nothing more powerful than having your own money sitting in an account. However, there's more leverage when we have the ability to go reach out to those capital partners. But having both, again, that is a beautiful marriage. When you have access and you have your own funds liquid, gives you a lot of operating power and a lot of confidence to move forward whatever market that you are in to go and get and close on those deals. I hope that this video served you. I hope that this video blessed you. And I hope that this video gave you encouragement moving forward in your real estate investing business, that you don't have to just buy one property at a time. As you get some experience, you can go and buy portfolios, and that gives you the ability to grow and get to that freedom mark even faster. Real estate is the most powerful vehicle on the planet to create freedom. It's created freedom in my life and so many other people's lives. I'm excited to announce that I'm offering a 5-day one-on-one challenge where you and I will jump on a call or a Zoom for at least 1 hour, where I'll show you how to get into your first or your next commercial multifamily rental property. I'm going to take you through my 5F method, which is find, finance, fix, fill, and flow. Multifamily real estate, creating that financial freedom from real estate that you've been craving, that I've been able to create. So if that's of interest to you, go to 5fmethod.com and join now. I can't wait to take you on this journey. May God bless you and God speed.